Okay, good day everyone. It's Total Investor here, everyone's favorite YouTube investment channel. What we normally do here on this YouTube channel is we discuss and review opportunities for trading and investing in stocks, commodities, and also cryptos. Today, I'm just going to make a very short video on one particular company, 88 Energy. It's been in the news just very recently, and I think that some people have a few questions. Maybe we'll straighten it out for them, and we'll go from there. So again, this is an interlisted stock. It trades on in Australia, in the U.S., and I believe also in London. Okay, so it has shareholders worldwide. And they came out with a press release just the other day, or just recently, about what they were drilling out in Alaska, and I'll just read it right for you right now. It was the Merlin 1 well. It confirms light oil with appraisal well planned for the first quarter of 2022. Okay, so in other words, they drilled, they spent money, did everything that they had to do, they found oil, but they need to continue drilling. And so we got a little bit of good news. We have here post-well evaluation successfully demonstrates presence of oil in the N20 and N18 targets, plus a new target of N19 was penetrated. Okay, 41 feet of net long pay interpreted across the 3 reservoir intervals. That's good. Geochemical analysis determined oil with an estimated API gravity between mid-30s and low 40 API. So it's light oil and it trades at a premium. They'll be getting the most money for that, okay, compared to other grades. Merlin results incorporated into an updated Project Peregrine and dependent unrest and net entitlement mean a total resource estimate of 1.6 billion barrels. Okay, now keep in mind, it's not that they're just going to have 1.6 billion barrels and they can take it all out. There's a lot more to it than that. They have to prove it up. Okay, and that means spending money, spending time, not all at once. Merlin 2 appraisal drilling locations identified to the east of Merlin 1, where enhanced reservoir thickness and quality expected, with appraisal drilling planned for Q1 2022. Okay, so I'm going to show you so a lot of good news. Okay, not really anything negative that I see from this press release. And by the way, the press release was very expected. Everyone expected it. Okay, so what happens? Well, this is something that I tweeted out on my Twitter account last night, just after Sydney was opened. Okay, it was up 27% at 5.6 cents. Very heavy volume, 142 million shares early on. Okay, so you're expecting this thing to move higher. What happened? Well, at the end of the day, Australia, okay, 4:10 their time, that was it. That was the big bump that it had, and it just drifted lower. And that did nothing. Okay, ended at 5.1 cents, which was up 16% in Australia. So I sent that out on Twitter, and I said, okay, well, if it's going to be at about 5 cents Australian, it should be maybe at most 4 cents American when you do the conversion to the US currency. Okay, what happened? Well, it started off at around 4 cents, just above that, and it just tanked right after that. Had a little bit of a consolidation. Again, it tanked after that, and this was, very disappointing. It closed lower on good news. Why? Because the news was anticipated. Okay, everyone was expecting good news. They got good news, and in order for the stock to move up, it has to be better than what was expected. Okay, it wasn't quite better. It was good news, but not fantastic news. Okay, that's the way it works. And you had a few. I'm sure that there were many traders who took the opportunity to just liquidate whatever they had. Maybe they were tired of holding the stock. Who knows? It could also be that there might not be a whole lot of news coming up in the next few weeks or months. The next big one is going to be in the first quarter of 2022. That's a long time to wait. So what do we do now? Again, this is just one day on in the U.S. trading. So what do we do? Well, let's look at a 3-month chart. Okay, bottomed out in June, hit a high of 4.1 cents, and then pulled back. We see here that if we draw a trend line here, it actually broke below the trend line a couple of trading days ago. So that's a little bit bearish. We've got the RSI above 50. That's bullish. Moving averages are moving up, sloping upwards, at least the 50-day. That's bullish, although we have some problems in the short term with the 10-day moving average. But the DIs are in positive. Okay, we got the green line above the red line. So it's mixed here. What is going to happen? Well, when you've got mixed signals like this, my guess is that it's probably just going to drift from here, probably lower, because these kind of stocks really need news, lots and lots of news. And if they don't happen very often, people, traders, investors get tired of holding. So that's what it needs. I didn't really like this stock. One thing specifically was that it had just the number of shares outstanding. Once you get to 1 billion, there are very, very few companies that whose stock price actually does very, very well. There's just so much overhang out there. Okay, I think the market cap was like almost $500 million because of just the amount of shares outstanding. That's a lot. Okay, so that was a big negative. Plus, you're just going on expectations. Now, those expectations are gone. Yes, that's fine, but you still have to wait another, not quite a full year, but half a year at least, for the next big well to be drilled. So if you're patient and you can, stomach the ups and downs within that time frame, you might do a hold in. But I know that for a lot of people, they're just going to say, okay, I've had my try with this stock. That's enough, and they move on to something else. But please keep in mind what I say. I'm just interpreting the chart pattern. Okay, I know that I got a lot of flack because in the past about my chart, but you know what? If I'm right, I'm right, and that's just my interpretation. Some people just they don't agree with what I say because they are holding the underlying stock and they are biased, and that's fair. That's fine. I do not have a position in this company. I'm neither long nor short. Okay, so my interpretation is strictly from the chart pattern. I'm not biased. Okay, to me it really doesn't matter whether it goes up or it goes down. Okay, so I'm neither long nor short, no position. And again, please keep in mind that everything I say is for educational purposes only. It should not be thought of as financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. So having said that, if you have any questions or comments on this particular stock or any other, please down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Please give it a big thumbs up if you think that I deserve it. And please, if you do, do yourself a favor, subscribe to this channel, hit the big red button below the video, and YouTube will notify you when the next video comes out. So having said that, I will see you in the next video. Thank you.